Good morning, students. Today we are going to see your biology's first lesson, plant anatomy and plant physiology. I have made this chapter into 4 parts so that it will be simple and easy for you to follow and study in 1 day or 2 days of time. So let's get into the lesson. Plant exhibits various degrees of organization, like atoms will be grouped into molecules, molecules are grouped into organelles, organelles into cells, or cells into tissues, and tissues into organs. Now this chapter, plant anatomy, let's first understand the meaning of anatomy. Anatomy, if you break the word, ana means under, temnin or tomo means to cut. So literally if you cut the plant and study the inner surface, then it is called plant anatomy. So plant anatomy is nothing but the study of internal structure of plants. Nemia Grew is the scientist who has first studied the internal structure of plants, and hence he is regarded as the father of plant anatomy. You would have studied about various types of tissues in your lower classes. So this lesson we are going to start with the definition of tissues. As I have already told, tissues are nothing but group of cells. If cells are grouped, then tissues are formed. By definition, tissues are group of cells which are similar or dissimilar in structure and origin, but they perform similar functions. So when cells are grouped, they form tissues and they perform similar functions. It doesn't matter if it is similar or dissimilar in their structure and origin. This is the definition of tissues. Next is tissue systems. We are going to see what is tissue systems and what are the classification. Sachs is the scientist who classified tissue system into 3 types in the year 1875. First type of tissue system is dermal or epidermal tissue system. Second one is ground tissue system. Third one is vascular tissue system. Now let's see all these tissue systems in detail. First one is dermal or epidermal tissue system. Epidermal tissue system consists of epidermis, stomata and epidermal outgrowths. Now tissue system means group of tissues formed together. So this tissue system should consist of certain tissues. Those are epidermis, stomata and epidermal outgrowths. What is epidermis? Break the word and see. Epi means outer, derma means skin. So epidermis is the outer layer of the plant tissue. This outer layer, epidermis, has minute pores called stomata. There is something called cuticle which is present on the outer layer of the epidermis to check on the evaporation of water. So this is epidermal tissue system. We also have trichomes and root hairs will be present in this epidermal tissue system. Those are called epidermal outgrowths. Second tissue system is ground tissue system. Ground tissue system includes all tissue system of a plant body except this epidermal tissue system and vascular tissue system. Except these 2 tissue systems, all tissues will be grouped under ground tissue system, and it consists of cortex, endodermis, pericycle and pith. All these cortex, endodermis, pericycle and pith will come in the structure of root, stem and leaf, which we are going to study in the next parts. So you will understand that in detail in those parts. Now let's see the third type of tissue system, vascular tissue system. Vascular tissue system consists of phloem and xylem tissues. They are arranged in the form of bundles called vascular bundles. Now, the xylem tissue is responsible in transporting water and minerals to different parts of the plant. Phloem tissue is responsible for transporting food materials to different parts of the plant. This vascular tissue system are divided into 3 types based on their arrangement of xylem and phloem. First type is radial. In radial type, your xylem and phloem will be arranged in different radii alternating to each other. So radial means different radii. This xylem phloem will be arranged in different radii alternating to each other. Next type is conjoint. Conjoint is con means together. So xylem phloem lies together. That is the same radius. They lie in the same radius. This conjoint is again subclassified into two types, collateral and bicollateral. In collateral type, xylem lies towards the center and phloem lies towards the periphery. Periphery means outer side. There is something called cambium. If cambium is present, then it is called open. If cambium is absent, then it is called closed. Now, bicollateral, bi means two. That is, phloem will be present on both the sides of the xylem, both inner and outer sides of the xylem. Phloem is present on both two sides of the xylem. That is called bicollateral. Third type is concentric. You would have studied concentric circles in your geometry. That is, one circle will be lying surrounding the another circle. So same type, xylem surrounds the phloem or phloem surrounds the xylem. So this type of vascular arrangement is called concentric type. Now, if xylem surrounds phloem, it is called amphivasal, and phloem surrounds xylem, then it is called amphicribral. So, we have covered all the tissue systems. There is two definitions which we have to study, which will come when we study the internal structure of root, stem and leaf. First one is endark. Endark means protoxylem will lie towards the center and metaxylem lies towards the periphery. Protoxylem, proto means primitive or newly formed xylems. Metaxylem means older xylems. So if protoxylem lies towards the center and metaxylem lies towards the periphery, it is called endark. Exarch is the quite opposite. Protoxylem lies towards the periphery and metaxylem lies towards the center. Next, we are going to see how to draw this radial, conjoint and concentric types of vascular tissue systems. With diagrams, you will be understanding this concept.
Students, now will draw and see various types of vascular tissue systems. As we have seen earlier, first type is radial type of vascular tissue system. So, in radial type, your tissue systems, xylem and phloem, will lie in different radii alternating to each other. To draw this, just draw a circle and then draw xylems first. Xylem, you have to draw some hexagonal type of structures. So these are your xylems. If these are your xylems, your phloems will be alternating to xylems. So these will be your xylems. Yes, this is the radial type of vascular bundle. If you want, you can draw one more layer of this outer layer, but if you draw only this is enough. Don't forget to name the parts. This is phloem, this is xylem, and they lie alternating to each other. This is radial type of vascular bundles. The second type what we have seen is conjoint type of vascular bundles, of which we have seen collateral. Collateral means xylem will lie towards the center and phloem towards the periphery. So we are going to draw that. Just draw like this. This is the center portion. So this will be your phloem, this will be your xylem. And we have studied cambium. If cambium is present, it is called open. Draw two layers of cambium. Phloem you represent with dots, xylem you represent with checked kind of squares, small. So this is your xylem, this is your phloem, this is your cambium. So if cambium is present, it is open. So this is conjoint, collateral and open type of vascular bundles. Next one is, we saw bicollateral. So we are going to draw bicollateral. Before that, we will draw one without cambium. It's very simple. Without cambium, just draw phloem and xylem. That's it. So this is your phloem, this is your xylem, and this is your conjoint, collateral and closed. Next one, we'll draw bicollateral. Bicollateral, as I have told, phloem will be present on both inner and outer sides of xylem. We'll draw with cambium. Both sides cambium should be present. So this will be your phloem. This will be your xylem. Phloem is present on both inner and outer sides of xylem. This is cambium. This is conjoint bicollateral. All diagrams, it is very important, you have to mention the parts. Without parts, you will not get any mark. So these diagrams are very easy. You can score very easily if you draw like this and then just mention the parts. Next, we are going to see concentric type of vascular bundles, in which we have seen two types. Amphicribral. Amphicribral means phloem surrounds the xylem. That means xylem is in the center and phloem outside. Always represent phloem by dots. So this is your concentric amphicribral. Amphivasal is xylem surrounds the phloem. So phloem will be at your center and xylem surrounds it. So put dots. Here you have to draw the xylem. So this is amphivasal. Amphivasal, xylem surrounds phloem. Amphicribal, phloem surrounds xylem. So this is concentric amphivasal. This is your xylem and this is your phloem. So with this we are completing our part 1 of plant anatomy and plant physiology. Please do see this video as many times as possible till you understand, and then read your textbook. Don't refer to any guides. Read your textbook. It is very simple. So just read out and see. If you have any doubts, please comment in the comment section. Definitely I will post a video clarifying all your doubts. Thank you.